this is Jasmine Escamilla on Radio Latina. So today we have an amazing opportunity to speak to Robert right here, and he's going to tell us a little bit about his book and everything that he's doing in his company to actually help the community out. So thank you.
Okay, well, thank you. And first of all, thank you for listening. The reason you're listening is probably because you're an amazing person and you want something more out of life.
Most definitely.
The fact that you're even listening is a big deal. So a huge compliment to you, wherever you are in the world. And I lived in Bolivia for 2 years.
Wow,
Viví
I didn't know
ahí.
that.
Tengo muchos amigos ahí.
Habla español, okay.
Sí, un poco. And so to all of our friends joining us from all over the world, awesome that you could be here. And why would these books help you in some way? There's actually 2 different books. The first is called Becoming Your Best, the 12 Principles of Highly Successful Leaders. And as my dad and I started this company, he's taking 40 years of research of what sets apart great leaders and high-performing teams from everyone else. And so if you want to have success in life, if you want to be a great leader as you lead a life by design rather than living a life by default, what do you do? And so we've identified 12 principles that will help you have that peace, happiness, and joy in your life. And there's a lot of noise out there.
Yes,
There's
most
a lot
definitely.
of things out there. And so you give these principles a try. They are timeless.
And they have research to back it up.
Yes,
So
there's a
that's
lot
amazing.
of research. And then the other book is called The Transformation Challenge. And a lot of people have these things that they want to improve in their life. They want better health. They want a better relationship with a friend or a spouse or a mom or dad or son or daughter. How do you do it? And so we wrote this book called The Transformation Challenge, and we invite you to take anything that you want to improve in your life, whatever it is. Better finances, better health, better relationships, and use this proprietary 6-step process that's in the book to develop a plan to help you accomplish that.
So you're telling me if I use this book and I start reading it and I start applying every single skill that you have provided right there, I will have a better relationship or goal to set?
Well, let's do it real time. What's something that you would like to improve?
Okay, let's see. Something that I would like to improve. It might be my speaking skills right now. So how would I improve that? Let's see right now.
Okay, so taking this book, The Transformation Challenge,
Okay.
there's a 6-step process that you would follow. Step 1 is you start with a vision. What is it that
Okay.
you want to accomplish? Most people start with the problem.
Okay.
So for example, most people would say, oh, I'm not a great speaker right now, or oh, I'm overweight, I'm not very good at this.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's the exact wrong place to start because there's negative energy around the problem. There's no solutions in the problem.
Ah.
Instead, you shift the playing field to step 1, which is what is the vision?
What is a vision?
In other
An
words-
amazing speaker.
Okay, so that's the start of a vision. Step 2 is what is the current reality? In other words, where are you today?
I am currently a beginner trying to establish this amazing meeting.
Okay, so anybody who's listening, let's say that you wanted to lose weight as an example.
Okay.
That's the problem. Mm-hmm. What's the vision? What does the ideal health look like for you? Now, what's the current reality? So you said, well, I'm a beginning speaker and all of this. Okay, step 3 is why. And you've got to identify the real root cause. Because if you don't figure out why there's a gap between the vision and the current reality, then we can never develop a plan to solve it.
Yeah.
So let's say a person wants to be amazingly healthy and live a life where they feel great and they have high energy. Current reality is a person gets tired in the afternoon. They're not feeling so good, kind of down on themselves. Step 3, why? What's causing that gap between the vision and the current reality? And so we could go further with you on this, but you kind of get the idea. Step 4 is
Yes.
fun because you start to brainstorm ideas and solutions. And then the last step is to put, well, I should say step 5 is where you put meat on the bones and you figure out who will do what by when. And that's where you develop your action plan.
Oh, wow. Well, you know what? I'm going to take that book and I'm going to implement it. So if you guys hear me out, this is literally me setting a goal for you guys to become a better speaker using this book. And I will actually hold you accountable for it.
Good.
So-
Hold me accountable. That's why we call it the Transformation Challenge, is because you can take any issue, apply the 6-step process, and transform that area of your life or team. There are organizations around the world that we've trained, the Dallas Cowboys. I coach the president of Rwanda. I mean, there's people all over, and they are using the 6-step process in their company all the time with their teams. You can use it just as much in your personal life as you can a large organization.
So I heard that not only are you helping adults achieve this goal by having this book, but I heard you were actually getting a book for the youth, you know, and I really want to hear about that. What made you think of that?
Well, that's pretty good. I don't know where you heard that. That's exactly right. So that's actually Becoming Your Best that we're working on for teens.
Okay.
So Becoming Your Best, the 12 Principles of Highly Successful Leaders, is now being used in organizations around the world. So Charles Schwab, Equifax, Pepsi, large organizations are training their employees on how to implement these principles.
Wow.
Because they're so predictable in success. And I was thinking, along with my dad, about 3 years ago, we thought, here's these organizations and all these adults that have access to this amazing content where they're getting specific tools that can help them. What about our teenagers?
Exactly. Where are we, guys?
And as we started to research and look, applying the 6-step process, the vision is to provide something that can help teenagers be successful in life at an early age. What's the current reality? Step 2. The current reality is there are very few resources for teenagers.
Yes.
For our youth. And so why? Well, part of it's the educational system, the opportunities, and a lot of reasons for that. And so we're in the process writing right now Becoming Your Best, the 12 Principles of Highly Successful Teens. Wonderful. And we just finished the draft. We had 100 teenagers review it.
Yes.
Very excited, and we're developing a curriculum that can be used in schools, so schools during a semester can implement those 12 principles in their classroom.
Wow, that is amazing. And I'm so happy that, actually doing it for the teenagers, you're actually having teenagers review it, which is so important. They're actually telling you what they want. And thank you again for everything that you're doing and basically showing me that this book can help me and, giving me the opportunity to take this challenge and actually be held accountable for it. So is there anything else you would like to say before we finish off with this
again, I would just congratulate your listeners for listening. The fact that you're listening to this is a big deal. It says a lot about who you are as a person, your background, and I would invite you, because there is a lot of noise out there, and I get that. I mean, how do you decipher through all that noise of be successful and do this and that? If you go to Amazon, you can get a discounted price of Becoming Your Best and the Transformation Challenge. Go out and invest in the book, read it, and see what impact it has in your life and your relationships. And I can promise you, it will help you get to a better place in life. And why? Because I've seen that happen over and over in organizations. It cuts through the noise and gives you specific things that you can actually do.
That's wonderful. And I just want to tell you today, I was literally thinking about, I have so many books, and how do I know how to implement them or which one to implement? So I will take you up on that offer. And thank you so much for coming here and talking to Radio Latino and, spreading the awareness about what you're doing.
Yes. Well, gracias a todos y que les vaya bien.
Okay, everyone, that's the end of this show, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.